Hello everyone, my name is Lemon. Let's see. Today, marking my first vlog day, is the day that I'm going to be doing a review of the phone that I've been using since I think December. Blah 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 blah. It was the whole Black Friday debacle, and Nigeria decided to do it. See, I'm basically talking about the Nokia 8. So this is Nokia's flagship device from last year. I'm going to simply be doing a hands-on review of the phone. You're going to be having an idea of what the phone feels like using it. Yep, so that's about it. Nokia's flagship, as we know, is built out of a single block of aluminium. This version is or has been polished a couple of times to give it that slightly glossy feel, but don't get me wrong, it's all aluminium. You have the flash, the dual LED flash. You have two cameras at the back, which Nokia says are two 13 megapixel cameras. You have the volume rocker and the power button at the front, or at the side rather. You have your front facing 13 megapixel camera, you have your sensors, and then you have your fingerprint sensor and the capacitive buttons at the bottom, basically called the chin. The glass on the front is a 2K display protected by Corning's Gorilla Glass 5 at the bottom with your capacitive buttons. I said that already. What else? Yeah, Gorilla Glass 5, yes, has more resistance to scratching. You probably have to beg for it to be made of Kevlar. The OS is quite responsive. I literally do not have any lag while using the phone. Since it's running stock Android, I don't think it should have any issues handling any applications. Let me see. I'm trying to open a game and see whether it's going to lag. I doubt it's going to lag. 4 gigs of RAM and 64 gigs of in-built storage. That's ample enough RAM to take about anything that you throw at it. And ample space for your videos, your photos, your images, and your documents, and your applications as well. Have everything, and then you can customize your theme. If you don't like this, you can always opt for something better. It runs Android 8.1 out of the box right now. 8.1 improves on battery efficiency, data. Your phone would last for a bit longer. Anyway, I'm not going into that. I'm talking about performance now. So what's the battery life like? It's a mixed bag. So Nokia gives this phone 3090 milliamp. It seems like very small. Yeah, it's a bit small on paper. In real life situations, this phone can handle everything you throw at it for a good number of hours. At least I know that I leave my house every morning. Yeah, go to work. Yeah, and I can comfortably use this phone till 6 p.m. So that's about 1 hour, 1 to 1.5 hours of playing game. About an hour and a half surfing the net, about an hour and a half replying to mails and doing my logistics. If I have 100%, I should have about 10 to 15% left by 6 p.m. Yeah, which is pretty decent. Yeah, and then with Android 8.1 right now, it lasts a bit longer. It's not a 2-day battery, don't get me wrong. But then if you're a casual user, you only use it to reply your mails and all of that, it will take you into the second day. The only thing that I've noticed that is a bit off in performance is sometimes the camera either hangs or it crashes. It's specific to the camera, so I hope HMD would be able to fix this in an update. Yes, but most times you have to disable and re-enable or restart the device, and then it starts to work again. But outside that, well, I think that's basically the only issue I've had. The notification panel has changed. It used to be white before, now it's black. The settings menu has changed as well. It's not the same thing. So yeah, performance is on par. You have a Snapdragon 835 processor on it with 4 gig of RAM and over 2 gigahertz of processing power for 4 of the processors, while the other 4 are clocked at about 1 point something, I think about 1.7 or thereabout. So your games are handled fluently or fluidly, or your applications are handled well. The phone runs optimally. Okay, camera. How does the 13 megapixel camera at the back work? To be really honest with you, it has an amazing camera. Yeah, the camera is beautiful. It is able to capture pictures spot on, especially in bright and broad daylight. It handles colors very well. Color reproduction is very close to accurate. Exposure, it's more of a hit or miss. So when it hits amazingly well. When it misses, it can destroy the image, just like every other camera. I was hoping that HMD would introduce the Pro mode, which is supposed to come with the Android 8.1. So with the Pro mode, you can manually actually change your ISO, your shutter speed, your aperture. Yeah, you can change the 3 of them. Okay, yes. But that's in broad daylight. At night, it's a hit or miss. So it's grainy. It's grainy at night. All these can be corrected with softwares, but then it's grainy out of the box, just like you have on some other brands. So far, the only times I've had issues with the phone, or the only issues I've had with the phone, basically, that's not for you. The only issues I've had with the phone, the white balance is not accurate. It has it's not awful. It's not bad. It's just not spot on. So your whites have a little bluish tint on it, which is not bad because almost every phone either has a warm yellowish tint or a blue coal tint, and some people actually like phones like this. I personally don't have an issue, but I would have preferred that you could actually adjust the white balance on the phone. That would be an added advantage for those who don't like the bluish fonts. I wish could be changed. So I would be happy if HMD in an update would push a, if possible, a store where you can actually buy fonts, or you can download fonts for free, and you can actually customize the fonts that you have on the phone. Trust me, it will look amazing. Should you be buying this device? Well, probably. Yes, it has its pros and its cons. You are out for performance. You need a phone that can get performance. This is good for you. It's amazing. Gets your job done. You have access to your productivity. Your camera will get pictures spot on during daylight. Sometimes at night, yes. Battery life is very decent for a 2K display phone. You don't get that all the time on phones with 2K display and a curved screen. Okay, so like I said, if you like the video, hit the subscribe button. My name is Lemon, and I'll be looking forward to giving you another hands-on review of my new device whenever it comes out. And obviously this is my first video, so The next one should look slightly better, hopefully. Wakanda.